back with another video, 144 in the building. This is a very, from soul to soul. This is just gonna be soul to soul, speaking to the real 144 members, man, not the fake ass spiritual community. They can piss off at this point, but really, let's just keep the frequency right in this one. So it's really getting to the point, guys. Like, we know we're not this character. We know that we're more than just a mind body complex. Remember, we are not the mind body complex, but the pure creator awareness. So, as you are on the journey in the transition to becoming the real you, stepping into your Godfidence, stepping into the mighty I am, into the true self that is you. Now realize sensations come up. Sensations come up in the character. Even right now, with the wind blowing and shit, that doesn't matter. So just realize that everything is actually inside of you right now. Realize just, for those of you who have the sensitivity and intuition and detachment, you can tell just these compulsive sensations that arise within the field of our consciousness, and we're the awareness of it. So just remember that you're not the character. You're not the broken, fragmented, traumatized MK Ultra, this little weak, scarce, lack, victimhood, all these other things. The delusions of separation consciousness, the delusions of the subject object paradigm and anything being outside of us. Well, I'm here to remind you that everything is within you right now, in this present moment. Because a lot of times, we look outside of ourselves and we think everything is out there. That's the whole part of the inversion and perversion in the sick pathological society, the low frequency phenomenal matrix, if you want to call it. But I'm here to remind you that there's nothing to fear out here. There's nothing that is bigger than you. There's nothing that is outside of you. We can only limitate ourselves based off our own misidentifications. Misidentifying that I'm this body right now, that everything has to be perfect. Am I looking right? Is my hair right? Oh, wind's blowing. Oh no, oh no. That's the ego mind identity. So you are not your body, but your body is within you. Your higher self. We are a indirect fractal of God, the mighty I am. Remember, I am. Anything saying after that, just realize we are constantly creating through our words, through our actions, through our behaviors, but most importantly is knowing the order of creation. Knowing the order of creation, desire, intention, thought, emotion, action, behavior. That whole process of order of creation, man, it gets us to the point to where we're able to have the awareness. To feel into the word awareness for a minute. Awareness. There's no judgment, there's no analysis, there's no, getting attached or triggered by anything so-called outside of you. So realize all we've got to really keep our focus, which is our life force, which is our attention. Keep it on just your vibration. Keep it on keeping your vibration cleaned up. Being how you want to feel and feeling how you want to be. Because honestly, circumstances don't mean shit. Your next door neighbor, what their frequency is, doesn't mean shit. What other people, so-called others, when there is no one else really here but you, it takes away that compulsiveness. It takes away the reactionary, fear-based parasite, the false side. So for those of you that are kind of going through the storm right now, kind of going through the fucking ringer, going from transitioning from that EMI, this third-dimensional, broken little fragmented character, to the creator, to the formless, free, and unconditioned. Now hold on a second. The EMI is form, name, and image. So yes, that is very fucking uncomfortable to the EMI, to the limitation, to the parasite itself. So don't be tricked by your ego mind identity when you're doing this process, guys. So I'm telling you right now, it is cold. Feet are on the grass though. These are just kind of some examples of the sensations that arise. Now realize you're the awareness of the sensation. You're the awareness of the thought. And realize no thoughts are actually yours. It is electromagnetic interference. It is the low frequency bullshit that is spewing around in the lower astral. So just remember to be above it, man. Stay above it. Detach. Master detachment. Master detachment and realize this is honestly the way of self-mastery. We're walking this path. You feel like, damn, man, Just realize that you're not responsible for other people's bullshit, man. All that petty little baby shit to where like, oh, I've got to fit in. And it's honestly just like almost shedding that skin, shedding the false character, seeing it for a parasite, seeing it for really what it is, an illusion. Just like the human character is an illusion. Just like your resentment, victimization, lack of mentality, scarcity mentality, broke dick mentality is an illusion. So once we stop letting our body limitate our infinite universal consciousness, you're not gonna be stopped anymore. You know, we're warriors out here, man. I'm not gonna let the temperature get to me. I'm not gonna let the wind or whatever it is out here really stop this message, because it's time for us to step in our true self, man. We feel this burning desire to shatter the fucking shackles, mainly the subconscious pattern egoic mind, man. Getting rid of that parasite, getting rid of that limitation device, the fake you, the false ass character, the one who is a puppet to the hive mind of society. So realize that's not really you. So we remember who we are by remembering who we're not. So guys, whatever it is you're experiencing right now, man, these are just sensations. Let it come, let it go. Let it come, let it go. Realize you're the awareness of the phenomena. So the mind body complex, the phenomena, you as the mighty I am was what was here way before, was here way before thought, was here way before the mind body complex was even existed. So it's almost like before you even came into this biological suit, man, you were, you're that spirit. So we remember who we are just by stepping and being a service, guys. So realize, fuck the limitation device, fuck thinking, all these other things. Just seeing how these limiting low frequency habits of the subconscious pattern egoic mind, thinking, emoting, reacting, misidentifying, seeking validation, seeking approval, man. Fuck all that. It's gonna keep it real. Fuck all that shit. Because it's your time to be the creator, man. It's your time to really step in your sovereignty. And I'm standing here, even though we're beyond gender, misidentifications, misperceptions, misunderstandings. This is really the main thing to transcend at this time, man. Is any fucking limitation device. It is time to uproot, uplift, and get it the fuck out. Because it's time for you to be the creator you are. It's time for you to shine your light as you are. You're here to create as you deem fit, as the divine sentience, the formless, free, and unconditioned sentience. So realize whatever's in this realm from the, even though it's our creation, man, knowing you're the creator. So if you're going back and forth from the character to the creator, going back, letting the EMI, man, be aware of those patterns. Be aware of that energy. But don't fight it, don't cling to it, and don't resist it, man. Just surrender into your strength, surrender into who you really are, and just let that naturally fade out, because it's going to, either way. So remember, it's all about our vibration. It's all about our vibration right now. And the mirror's always on you. The mirror's always on you. Whatever we're experiencing, remember, perception is creation. It is really how we're vibrating. So when we vibrate correctly in the I am and aligned with that, realizing your higher self is way outside of time space, way outside of separation, outside of any of this stuff that we so-called perceive. So realize the five senses can never reveal the one true reality, which is unconditional love, which is your true state, unconditional love and timeless wisdom. So stop, even, these are just false beliefs. Remember, belief systems are just a justified string of thoughts that were crystallized and solidified just because we identified with it. So now, knowing you're the creator, we can start to become deeply present. We can start to become masters of detachment, masters of our own frequency, masters of our own field. To just realize this is your universe and you're the only authority in this motherfucker. No one has power over you. You're not someone's little slave. You're not under the thumb of anyone or anything. So just, realize that the circumstances doesn't matter, man. Whatever's out here is just a kind of, it's a mirror of the past. It's kind of just a past reflection. But when we're in the present moment, we're stepping into allowance. We're shifting out of that lower astral space of fear, confusion, and lack and panic and all this stuff, man. It's time to, because guys, I know we've walked through some darkness, man. Real 144, real chosen ones. You've walked through some shit. So it's time to really just kind of stand in your light, stand in your fucking power and spiritual authority and own it. Because nobody, do not forget what I'm about to say, nobody has the power over you. Nobody has the power to choose your state of being. So once we shut the mind off, no mind, no problem, no past, no future, just arrived, just got here. You will know tangibly that you are not the limitation device. You're more than the mind-body complex. This is the key, is transcending misidentifications that you are a mere human or a fucking person. So notice it, all the struggle, all the anxieties, all the weird tension, compulsivity, these feelings, just like living your life and just really doing your thing and seeing you are life itself. You are the pure consciousness. You are the infinite, limitless creator. So it's time to detach from the hypnosis and the fucking the spell of limitation, and that you're just stuck and you're this little victim. So we know the character, it all belongs to the character. It all belongs to the separate self, the false side. The separate self that's in love with its own fear and vanity and all this other stuff. So remember who you are by remembering who you're not, man. Realize that circumstances don't matter. What's on the screen, remember, the painter's not the painting. It doesn't really matter. It is only the importance and the authenticity that we're believing. Remember, beliefs are for children. We have to shift from thinking to knowing, emoting to loving, and holding that high frequency. And remember, creation is finished. Creation is finished. It's already here. And if creation is finished, everything is here now. We can match the frequency and stop. I'm telling you, stop letting whatever you thought was outside of you, man. No one has power over you, man, because there's no one else here but you. Remember, when we devote ourselves to connectivity, clarity, communion with the one self within, we walk with God. We're shifting from separateness to oneness. So just realize, guys, that is the electromagnetic interference. All the thoughts that are floating through your head, that inner critic, that is the matrix itself, man. And the EMI is AI. It is not you. It is like the shadow cast on the cave wall, which is really the misidentification with the suit, with the body. I'm not identified with this at all. It is really just a biological spacesuit for the formless, limitless, infinite sentience to create through. So don't limitate and restrict yourself, restrict your infinity based off a misperception, a misidentification that you're just this little limited, fragmented, finite motherfucker. No. You are unconditional love. You are a drop of God. Ye are gods. You are sons of the Most High. But ye have little faith. So just realize that you don't have to please, guys, all this little people-pleasing shit, all this, like, it's about the frequency we're creating from. It's about the energy behind it, creating from the I am. See, we're already whole and complete. This video is all service to self is serving the all, because we're all part of the same self, the same universal intelligence, divine intelligence that is working through all of us. So realize you're not the character. You're not this little insecure, little powerless, weak little victim, because that's what the Matrix wants you to think. The Matrix implants all these fake beliefs, fake thoughts, false identities, man. We just have to feel that shit. This is what the Dark Night of Souls usually do. They're usually all this catalyst for us to really just snap out of whatever spell we've been in and to remember who you really are. So just remember that circumstances don't matter. Only your state of being matters. I'm telling you, stand in your fucking strength. Stand in the mighty I am. Stand in the mighty I am. And I don't really give a damn what's going on out here, because these are all distractions. It's what used to enslave my character as well. It is what used to enslave my character, reacting, constantly acting like we're victims of the outside world when there is no outside world, when everything is happening within us. So stay above it, just like the oil on the water. Stay above the distortions. Perceive correctly as the mighty I am, as that God self, and realize that you're just going to start to conquer and overcome whatever challenge we created for ourselves with fucking grace, with joy, with ease, baby. Ease, joy, and glory. All of life flows to us. So just remember your power. Don't think. I'm telling you, once we stop thinking, you're not going to be manipulated by the EMI, the field of low frequency, everything that's going on there. So realize no thought has ever been original, and no thought has ever been you. No belief system has ever been you. No label, concept, role, ideology, even theoretical assumptions. So it's like we have to harness our will, harness our focus, harness our energy with a single pointedness of focus to liberate the real you from the subconscious pattern egoic mind. So just know it's just a habit. It's a habit of familiarity from the false self. It does what it's comfortable in. So embrace whatever discomfort you're feeling, embrace all challenges, and know that it's not all peaches and rainbows. It's all part of the process. So just know it all serves you. It all serves you, no matter what it is, no matter how uncomfortable it is, because it was uncomfortable to get out here at first. But then you catch yourself, guys. Other people's fields, you hold your frequency and you hold that motherfucking frequency. You don't shift it. You do it from within because you are within God's source creator. You are not outside of it. So you are always divinely protected. You are always complete and safe as you are. So there's no that victimhood, disempowerment, lack, scarcity. These are what invites those lower astral entities and shit. So once we get that out of the way and we snap out of the fucking spell, just remember who you are, guys. This is your universe. You are all gods of your own. You are all geniuses and stars of your own. You are a creator. You are not a consumer. You're not a little powerless victim. You know, let's stop placing the power outside of ourselves. Let's stop giving the illusion of power to anything. Nothing holds power over you. Always remember your strength. Always remember that you're here to create and to shine your light. Peace and love, everyone. It's been my honor.